Welcome back, everyone. I'm the MoeChicken, the great hunter, and here is my dog. And we are playing more Secret of Evermore. In the last episode, we entered the swamp and fought lots of frippos, which are frog hippos. They're very... what is that? What is that, though? There's another one. It looks like snake skin. I might have to fight a giant snake soon. Oh, hello, Mr. Bad with fish...
Hey kid, give me the hand with this snake. It's getting out of control.
Alright. I am... Oh my gosh! Oh, it's so creepy looking! So this is the reason why you want to be able to throw it. Is because you need to be able to throw it. Otherwise, you're required to pretty much just use your alchemy formulas. It's very important to be able to throw your weapon. He pops up in one of three places. Yeah, there we go. And I think, yeah, he makes, like, monsters you have to fight? Yeah. Will-o-wisps, I believe is what they are. Yep, will-o-wisps. Salabog! That's a cool name for a giant snake. Salabog. But yeah, whenever he shows up, he makes more of those will-o-wisps, which is a bit of a nuisance. I think the best plan is to charge up and throw. That gets you the most damage. Gets you the most bang for your buck. Hello, will-o-wisps. I'm just gonna kind of leave those two over there and see if, you know, I can kind of cheese this a little bit by leaving them over there. Alright, let me heal real quick. Oh, my heal leveled up. That's useful. Let's see. Right, what if I summoned... What if I used a call bead? Life Spark Storm. Sounds good. Yeah, get it. Yeah, well, that's about as strong as my throwing weapon was, so I guess that's fine. Alright, where are you? Where are you, Salabog? Alright, and throw! Yes! Yeah, if I just kind of like leave them over there, it kind of eliminates that challenge a little bit, so that's nice. Ah, no, go away. Get out of here. Ha! Curse you, swamp gas! Get out of here! Frickin' will-o-wisps! Oni bees! I learned about that from Summon Night recently. An Oni bee. Yeah, get it! I don't know why I threw my spear twice, but I did. It was cool. Ah, I summoned more! Nuts. Alright. The petals. Petals for me. Do I eat the petals? Is that how this is happening? Just like eat some petals, and then health happens. Ugh. Gotcha. This is definitely the way to do it. And like the first time I played the game, I didn't know that by charging up you could throw your spear. And so I thought the only way you could fight this guy was through the alchemy formulas, or if you hit him when he kind of lunged in, that was the only way I could fight him. But it's way easier if you just throw the thing. So, little tip, little Mo tip right there. It'll help. Makes things a little bit easier. Because if you don't manage this fight very well, he can be a real challenge. Because that like lunge attack does a lot of damage, but you can survive it if you just know what you're doing. Like any boss fight, I guess. If you know what you're doing, the fight's easier. You know. Thanks, Mo. Very helpful. Whoa. Ha. Ow. Ow. Ha! Ha! Yeah, honestly, it's just easier if I avoid the will-o-wisps. Just leave them alone. And he doesn't. Not only does he not use his fire attack, he also doesn't spawn any more monsters. So it's just generally easier to deal with. There's also something really satisfying about, like, throwing the spear and hitting it with it, you know? I missed right there, but, sort of in general, it's like, yeah, I threw my hunting spear and hunted. Feels cool. Feels cool. Like, more so than if the standard attack was ranged, you know? It's like, you have to kind of, like, charge up, so you have, like, you like, prepare, and then you throw it, and you, like, do your shot. I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. I like it. Funny thing, too, the first time I saw both Secret of Evermore and Secret of Mana was, one time when I had gone up to visit a friend of mine who lived in Chicago. His older brother was playing, both Secret of Evermore and Secret of Mana at the same time. And, like, he was alternating between which one he was playing, not literally playing it at the same time. And, this fight was one of the first things I saw in Secret of Evermore. Like, man, this game looks awesome. This game looks so cool. And it is so cool. Everyone should play it. Although I don't think that there are very many ways you can play this. I don't think it's really been re-released on anything other than the Super Nintendo. I think that's the only place you can play it. I want to say that Mr. Professional Jared actually did a video on RPGs that you can only play on the SNES. And I think this game was one of them, so. Once again, Super Nintendo, best system of all time. I'm biased. I'm not going to deny that. I'm biased. This is my favorite system, so I play so much from it. But, you know, a lot of its games hold up unnaturally well. Although, again, that is my opinion, so, you know, if I already like the Super Nintendo, I'm going to say that the Super Nintendo still looks good. Whereas someone who maybe doesn't might be like, this game looks like Garbo. It looks so crappy. Why is everything so pixelated? I don't know. You think what you want, but I like this system. It's my favorite. Alright, how long does this take? I feel like I've been going at this for quite a while. Ah! How many more hits do you take, dude? I missed. What if I shot fire at you? Salabog! That didn't really do very much. Well, guess I should heal myself. Rather slow fight this. I didn't remember this taking this long. I thought it was faster than this if you used the throwing spear method. I guess such is not the case. Such is not the case. Ha! I mean, I'm definitely doing damage to him, so there's that, but unfortunately, you don't get a new weapon out of this. I feel like you should. Like, a battle this challenging, I think, should give you like a new weapon, but it doesn't. It's just for progression. Because I'll heal us again. We'll just keep on going. Been fighting this guy for almost 10 minutes. Rather extended fight, that. Alright, so here's a question. For RPG players out there. Do you like battles that take a long time in a game, or do you prefer battles that you can, like, if properly prepared, you can get through in, like, a minute? What is your preference? Because, like, oh, there we go. I got him. His head exploded, and then the rest of it explodes. Awesome. Yay! Do, do, do. Wow. That thing was even more hideous than the muck monster in the sickening of Slime City. Hello. What a relief. That beast was about to suck up my hut and me with it. Thanks to you, it's sunk for sure. Good job. No problem. You can call me Blimp. I work with swamp gas and fume bugs. Oh, that explains the stench. I haven't noticed. Go on in, kid. I'll show you my place. Thank you for rolling out your log bridge. Nice house. It's not the great caverns of Makanda, but it's home. Well, if you like mud walls and leaf floors, it's pretty nice. I don't have much to offer in the way of thanks for saving my hut, but I would like for you to have, That's not it. Can't say how this would be of much use to you. Oh, still beating heart. Nice. Well, now what you need. Aha! Please, take this mud pepper. Thank you. Thank you for the gag as well. He pulls out, like, a rupee, and then, like, a key. Still beating heart. Mud peppers have special qualities if you know the right formula. Come back and see me again if you use it up. I'll give you another one. Would you like to rest for a while? Sure. Zonk. Okay. Hope you had a good rest. Let me record your progress. Yep. Hooray. Cool. See you later. I'll take that. I'll steal your things. Very good. Moving on. Alright, so we're actually done in the swamp. We've got the mud pepper now, so we can levitate. And levitate is one of the, like, the plot critical spells. There are a couple of spells that are, like, only really used for, like, one thing, and so you don't really need a lot of them. Like, I think levitate is used maybe a maximum of 3 times in the game. Maybe only twice. So you really don't need mud peppers that much for levitate. There are a couple of spells that are like that. There's a spell later on called, I think it's called Atlas, maybe? And it's like it like quadruples your attack power, but it requires a very hard to get item. And it's kind of not worth using for the most part, because like you'll only use it like in a very limited capacity. I don't know. Those spells I'm not as wild about. I like the spells that you can actually like make some use of. I actually feel the same way in Final Fantasy II for the Famicom. That game is cool in that it has a lot of different spells you can use, but many of them aren't really useful unless you take the time to level them up. And even then, due to the way Final Fantasy operates, a lot of them are status ailments, and status ailments don't work in Final Fantasy games. So, I don't know. I like spells that you can actually use. I like spells that make you feel like, you know, it's like I'm using this magic to augment my attack power, rather than I have this very specific key that's only usable in this one area. That's not as much fun for me. I like being able to kind of like change it up. Change it up. Alright, let's see. How am I doing with my weapons? Level, so let's see. 2, no. 2, 2, 2. Okay. I guess I'll go back to the Bone Crusher for a little while. Now, I want to say that each weapon only has a maximum level of 3, so... And I think the rationale for that is that the game designers didn't want you to get too bogged down in leveling up your weapons, because it's not really necessary for the most part. Like, you can kind of decide on the weapon you want and just stick with it. But I don't know, you know me. As I was saying before, I like changing up my weapons. I like variety. So, all the time changing things. Let's use some acid rain on this here Frippo. Another thing that I would say I don't really like about a lot of Squaresoft games from this time period is that they will give you the option to, like, cast on multiple targets, but it's kind of not worth it, usually. Like, the attack, or the damage of a multi-target spell is so substantially lessened that it's not worth it. Like, the game that's absolutely the worst for that is Final Fantasy II for the NES, or Famicom. Because, like, a spell that might do, you know, like 30 damage to one target will do, like, 2 damage to every monster, even if they're only, like, 4 monsters. It's really just a dramatic reduction in power. Not worth it. Really not worth it. But, you know, that's another game that I feel like gets a raw deal. I think FF2 is just fine, and people treat it badly for no reason. So, there you go. Alright, so now we have the levitate spell. We can kill this flower. Could not kill that flower before we had the levitate spell, but we have it now, so we can kill that flower. Actually, what I mean is I can't cut grass with this. Actually, what our next step will be is to levitate that... no, stop! Levitate that rock we saw earlier, so we will have to go back there and take care of that. Pretty much this whole episode will just be been fighting that Salabog. That really took a lot longer than I was expecting it to take. Oh, I never finished that thought. So, people who play games, or play RPGs, do you like battles that drag on for a long time and require like a lot of tactics and like endurance and stuff like that, or do you prefer battles that are over in a flash if you're properly prepared? The reason I ask is because recently I've been playing, as I said before, I've been playing a lot of Dragon Quest, and I've noticed that a lot of Dragon Quest boss battles expect you to, at least a lot of the ones from like the earlier games, kind of expected you to get through the fights quickly. Like you're just kind of like supposed to plow through them to have the optimal strategy. Like there was a fight in... what was that, Dragon Quest 4, I think I was playing, where I looked up like the strategy for it, and they were like, no, it was 7, Dragon Quest 7. They were like, this guy will destroy you if you take too long, so just lay down as much damage as possible early on before he gets going. And that's weird to me, because like I'm more used to the extended fight paradigm, like the sort of like you wear them down by keeping your people strong for longer, rather than just you burst a lot of damage and you're done. I don't know, that's how I've always played games, so I never really thought about the idea that an entire game can be geared towards one paradigm or the other. Alright, so this is what we need to levitate. Get out of here, rock. There it goes. Look at that levitating rock. Awesome. Is it going to drop? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, well, in the next episode, I guess we will check that out. So I hope you come back and join me for that. I am the MoeChicken. This is Secret of Evermore. Thanks for stopping by. I want to see if I can knock this mosquito out of the air. Hang on. Come here, mosquito. Can I do it? Can I do it? Where'd he go? Where'd the mosquito go? Mosquito! Come on! Come on, everybody's waiting! Oh, I missed. Good job. Good dog. That's a good dog. That's a good boy.